Welcome to the first video on building assessment into instruction. Take a few seconds and read this cartoon. I love this cartoon because a famous educator once said that teaching does not occur until a student learns, and in this age of standards and assessments and accountability, this is so true. So let's begin. The objectives for this video is, first of all, you should be able to distinguish between formative and summative assessment, and these together are built into and throughout instruction. You should also be able to list the 3 areas that you can assess. Finally, you should be able to describe when you use formative assessment versus summative assessment. So here's a diagram showing 4 types of assessment, but we are going to focus on 3 of the 4 types. This type right here, in terms of evaluating full programs and modifying a program, would really be used if you are going to be sitting on a school-wide or district-wide curriculum committee. So we're going to focus on these 3 because these are the 3 areas that you will be focusing on as a teacher with your own instruction. So first of all, you will use assessment to monitor student progress, to basically promote growth with your students, to see how they're doing and move them in the direction of meeting those objectives. It will also be used, assessment will be used to make instructional decisions, to improve instruction. Are they getting what you're teaching? If they aren't, what can you do to change? So that assessment can be used to help you in that way. Last of all, you will be using assessment to evaluate student achievement, to recognize accomplishment, and usually it's with a grade on in the grade book or a grade on the report card at the very end. So generally there are 2 categories of assessment. Let's look at formative first. Just like in this picture, a blacksmith is forming a horseshoe, and in this process, the horseshoe is shaped and reshaped, maybe placed back in the fire to make the metal more malleable, to correct a flaw. But it is this shaping or forming that is the trait of formative assessment, hence form, and you're forming opinions and thoughts about student progress and about whether your instruction is on task or not. Summative is the final product. The horseshoe is complete and ready for its final evaluation. It is durable. Is it durable, you'll ask? Will it fit a horse, etc.? So it's the final product that you then evaluate. So let's go back to this diagram and look at formative assessment. These 2, monitoring student progress and making instructional decisions, are the 2 that would be formative assessments. Summative assessment would be the 3rd one that we looked at, evaluating student achievement, recognizing accomplishment. That is that grade in your record book or the grade that will go on the report card. So what can be assessed? Actually, achievement is what has been traditionally assessed. But consider performance, especially increasingly with the NGSS. Performance is coming front and center, so you'll see lots of performance expectations that look at, can the students conduct an investigation? So it's very performance focused. Also consider dispositions. Well, can the students collaborate on an investigation or an experiment? Can they problem solve? Are they persistent? Are they showing responsibility, etc.? So consider that you can also look at dispositions. When do you assess? With formative assessment, this is ongoing throughout the lesson by listening to children, asking questions, observing, conducting activities such as think, pair, share, and we're going to be looking at many other ways to do formative assessment. So it is ongoing and continuous. Summative assessment provides you with evidence whether each objective is met. This could occur during the lesson or assigned as homework or an ongoing project, but they will be submitting, meaning the students will be submitting something to you that you will then grade. That grade will then go into the grade book, will be used to come up with a report card grade. So it's very much an end product that you're looking at with summative assessment. So this is the end of video 1. Now quiz yourself. How would you explain the difference between formative and summative assessment? What 3 areas can you assess? And when do you use formative versus summative assessment? Take care.